What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm going to show you how to fix this annoying problem in here of having your iPhone stuck on this pop-up which says Face ID is not available. Try setting up Face ID later whenever you're trying to set up Face ID here on your iPhone device. Now remember that this is something that will only happen, of course, if you do have an iPhone with a Face ID here working fine. For example, an iPhone X, 11, 12, all the way to an iPhone 17 Pro Max, which is the latest one in here. Do not worry, I'm gonna show you how to diagnose, but it's important for you to follow the steps in the specific order that I'm gonna show them to you, so this really helps you out. My name is Shaq, and in this channel I do cover a lot of tech hacks and tutorials, so if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the channel. It really helps me out. Now, jumping straight into the main causes in here, you may be having two causes: a software issue or a hardware issue. You need to figure out which of these two is actually causing this problem. If it's a software issue, you'll most probably be able to fix it in this video by the end, but if it's a hardware issue, you may not be able to fix it easily. You may need to open the phone and change a few components, okay? But I hope it's not that case. So first things first, you want to double check in here at the top the sensor that we've got. So basically for Face ID to work, we do have a sensor here that recognizes our face, right? So what you want to do is take a cloth, okay, and try cleaning this area right here properly. It's very important because it may try to scan your face, but it has some sort of sweat or something here at the top that may be blocking you from being scanned. Now double check your screen protector as well. Sometimes we do have duplicate screen protectors with extra bezel here that keep on interfering with the scanning here of the sensor. So you want to make sure that this is not the problem. So clean it properly in here to remove this possibility. Now once this is done, we're moving into the next step. If it didn't help fixing the problem, hop into settings. Next up, you're gonna scroll down all the way here to Face ID and passcode. Hop into Face ID and passcode and type in your passcode that you usually use to unlock your phone if you do have one set up. Once you're done typing in your passcode, you want to scroll down and tap here on Reset Face ID in case you haven't set it before, okay? In my case, for example, I've already set. So in order for me to turn it off, I need to turn off stolen device protection, which is right here. Stolen device protection, turn it off, and then we're gonna go back, and here we go. We do have the Reset Face ID option now available. Tap on Reset Face ID real quick, and then you're good to go. You do not have any face set up at the moment. Now, once you're done resetting Face ID, the next thing we're gonna do is force restart our iPhone device before we set it back on, okay? So in order to force restart our iPhone device in here, if you have an iPhone 8 or later models like mine, I've got an iPhone 16 in here, you're gonna rapidly tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button continuously until you see the Apple logo on your screen. This is how it goes: up, down, press and hold the power button for approximately 6 to 7 seconds. Do not release the power button until you see the Apple logo on your screen. Keep on holding the power button, and as soon as you see the Apple logo on your screen, there we go, we're gonna release the button and let it turn on real quick. Now, what this essentially does is it cuts all the power being supplied to your iPhone components like your camera, your Face ID sensor, and your speaker, a lot more components, as well as your main motherboard, and then after a few seconds, it turns it on, as if it's coming from a deep sleep, which is something very good. It helps fixing a lot of bugs or software glitches that happen on your phone from time to time. I even do recommend performing a forced restart every 15 days on your iPhone just to ensure that it works properly. And the coolest part is that this doesn't delete any sort of data from your phone. Now, if you have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, in order to perform a forced restart, all you need to do is press and hold the volume down along with the power button in here continuously for the same time, 6 to 7 seconds, until you see the Apple logo, and then you're gonna release both of the buttons combination. Now, if you do have a much older device such as an iPhone 6 or 5 with a physical home button in here, in order to perform the forced restart, you need to press and hold the physical home button along with the power button continuously for approximately 6 to 7 seconds. Once you see the Apple logo, you're gonna release both of the buttons combination. Now, please note that in much older iPhone devices, the power button is located at the top and not here on the right. So you'll have to press and hold the physical home button along with the button here at the top if you have a much older iPhone device. Once you're done force restarting your phone, you wanna hop into settings, and then you wanna scroll down again all the way to Face ID and passcode, and then type in your passcode. Next up, you want to tap on Setup Face ID to set it up from scratch one more time. There we go. Let me tap on Get Started and then simply position your face in here in order to scan. There we go. Now you need to move your face around just to set it up correctly. There we go. First scan is complete. And this is all. Tap on Don't Use Face ID with Mask as of now. I'm not going to do it. Done. And there we go. Now you want to turn on all these features in here. Now test if it's working right now after performing the forced restart. Now if it still doesn't work, what I would recommend you to do is to update your software. You may be running a software version with a bug or glitch at the moment. It happens especially if you're running a beta version of a recently launched software. So hop into General real quick in here within Settings, tap on Software Update and see if you do not have any pending software update. In my case, I do have a 14 gigabytes software pending and I need to update it. So it's important for you to keep your software up to date so you do not face glitches or bugs. Okay, if this doesn't help fixing the problem either, the last thing you can do, but I wouldn't recommend it, wouldn't help a lot if none of these help, but the last step would be to reset your iPhone. Hop into General, scroll down and then tap on Transfer or Reset iPhone and then tap on Reset all settings in here. Okay, this will essentially reset all your settings on your iPhone to factory settings. Now last but not least, if you do not mind, if you do have a backup done already on your phone, you can tap on Erase All Content and Settings, which is next level. Basically it's going to erase everything that you've got in here on your phone, but this is something that I don't guarantee that would fix the problem if this initial steps didn't help fixing the problem. So give it a try and see if you're able to fix it. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know down in the comment section if you do have any question or doubts. I would like to deeply thank all of you guys for supporting the YouTube channel Fixed by Shaq, where my main aim in here is to help all of you guys fixing tech related issues without spending money, without paying for a technician to a local engineer or anything like that, because in most cases you can actually fix all these issues or most commonly faced issues by your own at your home. Okay, so my aim is to help you guys with tech related content. Thank you for supporting. We've just hit 50,000 subscribers and all this wouldn't be possible without your support in here. By subscribing, by liking, you actually keep me going, and this really helps me out so I can reach out to more people and consequently help more people facing the same problem as yours. My aim in here is to grow the channel as much as I can so I can reach out to more people and of course, as I've just said, help out more people here with tech related issues. But of course, it's not easy to do it alone. This is a community. I want you guys to stay here with me, interacting in the comment section within the community tab as well by visiting the community in here so we can actually interact every single day. And if you have any doubt or any question by any means, feel free to leave it down in the comment section so I can actually reply to you as soon as possible. I really appreciate your help and I hope we can actually reach 200k subscribers real soon. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.